Here's all the radio stuff that NTC have confiscated so far. Good evening everyone. You can see the iACT coming together now. You have the HPG, you have the iACT employees, you have LTO, you have MMDA, you have the AFP, and today we have two new guys, the NTC. So they'll actually be here handling those Colorum vehicles that have radios. They'll be confiscating them if required, penalizing them if required. So yeah, let's go. They're just having a quick briefing now and then they're going to move out any moment. So they're just unloading now in the car park across from Megamall. People have been reporting this area for Colorum vehicles for a long time. I saw one back there, actually what I suspect to be a Colorum, because it's got the super black tints, it's got a QCPD vanity plate, it's got the radio on top. Anyway, they're just springing into action now. Right now they're just checking with this van. Is it being used for private use? Is it being used for Colorum? How do you know the passengers and everything like that? You can see this one has a plate protector installed, but you can't see the plate at all. It's completely hidden. Right now he's asking to see the driver's license. Over here the LTFRB are checking these vehicles. Yes, they're marked, but they want to make sure they're genuine. Is the franchise in order? Do they have the right driver's license? Is everything else in order? You can see he's got his laptop out, so they're checking everything now. So there's a few things that immediately come to mind with this. One, he couldn't give the name of the passenger couldn't give his name, even though they said their boyfriend, girlfriend. The next thing is the van's not owned by him, it's registered to someone else. Then you have the super dark tint all the way around. You have the blinkers here, sometimes they're red and blue, I don't know about these specific ones. And then you have the radio antenna up there, which could be used for communicating with other drivers. I can see that Martin has confiscated a big antenna. What happened there? How did you get that?
When we check them, we ask for the license for the radio they're using.
Okay.
They cannot produce anything.
Okay, so it's being confiscated by NTC?
Yes, confiscated by NTC.
Under iACT, okay.
Yes, under iACT, but with receipt.
With receipt?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Of course, a really difficult thing with Colorums is you actually have to catch them with passengers. That's the hard bit. Here's another suspicious vehicle, super dark tints all the way around. No plate on the front. It's got the flashing lights there. And if you look at the back, there's also no plate, no conduction stickers, nothing. So no way to identify this vehicle if ever it was involved in an accident or anything else. Here's another vehicle that's just arrived. Again, no plate on the front that you can see, no plate on the back that you can see. Blinking, flashing lights, super dark tints all the way around.
Driver po.
Oh, susundin ko yung asawa ko.
Apa, sir, may advice lang po ako. Sir, LTO po kami na central office, nag-operate po kami, iACT po. May advice lang po ako.
LTO is just speaking to the gentleman now about the vehicle. You can see the plate at the front's unreadable, same with the back. You have the flashing blinkers on the front also. No conduction stickers or any other way to really identify the vehicle. The driver's fixed the plate at the back and he's removing this from the front also. Over here you can see the LTFRB are standing by with their laptop to check passing UV Express and other public transport, make sure everything's in order. And you can see someone from Okai is also here, Ortega Center, just to monitor the situation because of course this is in their territory. So right now someone from the NTC is writing out a receipt for a confiscated item, this radio here, and I think there's another radio here that's also been confiscated. Here's another confiscated radio. Here's all the radio stuff that NTC have confiscated so far. I can see radios, I can see amplifiers, antennas, handheld, a nice mix. So I was just asking them now, how do they get their radios back? And what he told me is they would have to pay the penalty and then register them, but they can only register them if they have a valid license. So they basically won't get them back unless they have a license to operate the radio. So one of the vehicles already has a notice on there saying LTFRB impounded vehicle. Why was it impounded?
It was impounded because its license to operate this franchise is expired.
Okay, so expired franchise.
Yeah, expired franchise.
Thank you. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the difficulty with Colorum vehicles is you have to catch them with passengers inside, which is very difficult. But with the radio, if they see the radio and you can't show a valid license to operate that radio, they can confiscate it immediately. The rain has already started to come down, but of course the guys have to continue operating, rain or shine. So the HPG are actually at the front here. They're the ones deciding, okay, this vehicle, we're going to pull it in, we're going to verify. Maybe they see something with it. They might see missing markings on the side. They might see an issue with the plate or the radio. There's many different things. So they're the ones that do the initial stop. The HPG just guided this man to pull over. It might be because of the LEDs. So right now they're just asking to see the license ORCR. Based on the initial reason of the extra LED lights.
Sana may blinker ka pa. May commemorative plate ka pa. Oh, lakas oh. That's may blinker pa.
The only light that doesn't work is the original main headlight. So everything was okay with the driver's license and registration. LTO are just going to write out a ticket regarding this. They're asking to see the driver's license, ORCR of this one. The reason, or the initial violation, was no seatbelt. The license has already been confiscated earlier today for obstruction, but he does have a temporary operator's permit, so there's no problem with that. They'll just issue him a ticket now for not wearing a seatbelt. They've just stopped this taxi now. They're asking to see the driver's license, ORCR. So the reason why he stopped this taxi is because the driver isn't wearing a seatbelt. So he's just going to write a ticket out for that now. I feel bad for the huge amount of people waiting over there. They must spend hours every day just waiting to get a ride home.